Hey everyone, good morning. I am Priyanshi Agarwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now we are going to solve today's LeetCode daily challenge, which is count number of bad pairs. Okay, so let's see what is this question and how we can solve it. So in this question, you are given a zero index integer array nums and a pair of indices I comma j is a bad pair if I is less than j and j minus I is not equals to nums of j minus nums of I. And you need to return the total number of bad pairs in nums. Okay, so one very naive approach for this will be you can iterate in this complete array and then find all the pairs and check for this condition. So this will give you big O of n square complexity, right? But as in this question nums of length is 10 to the power 5, so this n square complexity will not going to work. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to either do it in a big O of n or big O of n log n approach. Okay, so let's see first this condition. So you have been given with this condition. So can we make this condition in a single variable like you have been given this nums j minus I is not equals to nums of j minus nums of I, right? So if I bring this nums of j to the left hand side, so it becomes j minus nums of j and send this I to this right hand side, so then it will become I minus nums of I, right? So what we need to do is we need to check for index minus the value stored at that index. Okay, so let's see. So you have been given with nums is equals to 4, 1, 3, 3, right? And the indexes are 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so let's see. The value of 0 minus 4 will be minus 4, 1 minus 0 will be 0, 2 minus 3 will be minus 1, 3 minus 3 will be 0. Okay, but still without iterating twice in this array in the nested loop, we can't find the number of bad pairs. But we can find the number of good pairs in a single iteration. Okay, let's see if we can find the number of good pairs. What will be the good pairs? If this condition is equal, j minus I is equals to this, or we can say this condition gets satisfied, right? Okay, so let's see how we can find the number of good pairs. Okay, so this is 0, this is minus 4, so we will check whether they are equal. Oh no, they are not equal, so it means this is not a good pair. Okay, now we will check with this minus 1 with the previous values. Oh, they are also not equal, so this is also bad pair. Then we will check this 0 for the values before this. Oh, this 0 matches, it means this is a good pair. Okay, so I have got one good pair. And how many total number of pairs are possible? See, let's say you have 4 indexes, right? You will compare this index with this value, this with this, and this index with this and this. So you can see this 1 and this 2 and this 3, right? So can you see this is the sum of n numbers, right? As the size of the array is 4, right? So the sum of n numbers will be 4 into 3 by 2, that is n into n minus 1 by 2. So its value will become 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, and as you can see here also the total number of pairs will be 6. So by the formula, from this formula we can get the total number of pairs, that is n into n minus 1 by 2, right? Okay, so what we have done here while calculating the number of good pairs, we were checking or we were comparing each value with all the previous values. So this will become also n square, but we don't need to do this because we will be storing this in a map. Then we will not need to check with all the values again and again. Okay, let's see. So let's see, whenever we are at first index, okay, so we are at 4. So what we will check? 0 minus 4, that is minus 4. Right now our map is empty. Okay, so we will check whether minus 4 value exists in our map. No, let's say we have created a variable good pair. Okay, so then we don't have any good pair and simply store this minus 4 with frequency 1. Okay, now we are at this 1 minus 1 0. Now we will check whether 0 exists in the map. No, it means no good pair exists. So we will store this 0 with this frequency 1. Now we will check for this 2 minus 3 minus 1. Does minus 1 exist in this map? No, it means no good pair exists corresponding to minus 1 till now. Okay, so we will store its frequency. Now for 3 minus 3, 0. We will check whether 0 exists in the map. Yeah, 0 exists in the map. That is 1 times. So we will simply add 1 in our good pairs and increment its frequency, because 3 and 1, or we can say 1 and 3 can form a good pair, right? So we have got our good pair 1 with the help of this map, and total number of pairs was 6. So total number of pairs minus good pairs, that is 6 minus 1, 5 will be our answer, right? Okay, so we can see one more example, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let's take this example too. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Its index will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Okay, let's see. So good pairs, total pairs and map, right? So total pairs will be 5 into 5 minus 1, 4 divided by 2. That is total pairs will be 10. Okay. Now let's store the values of index minus its value. So 0 minus 1, minus 1, 1 minus 2, minus 1, 2 minus 3, minus 1, 3 minus 4, minus 1, 4 minus 5, minus 1. Okay, now let's start calculating the good pairs. So we are at this index right now. So we will check, does minus 1 exist in the map? No. So we will simply store this with 1 frequency. Okay. Now we will check for this. Does minus 1 exist in the map? Yeah, it exists. So we will simply add the frequency corresponding to it and increment its frequency. Okay, now we are at this minus 1. Does minus 1 exist? Yeah, it exists. Its frequency is 2. Okay, so we will add this frequency and increment this frequency. Now we are at this minus 1. We will again check. Yeah, exists. So we will add this frequency and increment its frequency in the map. Now we are at this minus 1. Oh, again it exists in the map. So we will add this frequency and will update its frequency. And this sum of all these numbers will be 4 plus 3, 7 plus 3, 10. Oh, so good pairs are 10, total pairs are 10. So bad pairs will be 10 minus 10, that is 0. And this is our answer. Cool. So let's see its code. So what we have done is we have created an unordered map in comma long which will store the frequency and then store the size of the vector. We have calculated the total pairs and initialized the good pairs with 0. And then we have started iterating in the nums and check if that exists in the map, then add that frequency in the good pairs and update its frequency in the map, and by the end of this loop we will simply return total pairs minus good pairs. Okay, so its time complexity will be big O of n as we are doing a single iteration, and its space complexity will also be big O of n as we have created this map and which can store up to n numbers. So the time and space complexity will both be n. So yeah, this was all for this question. This was quite simple question. I hope you get it, but if you still have any doubts, then you can post in the comment section. I will surely try to answer them. Till then, bye guys, see you in the next video.